Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Layback Gamer, and we're back with another video. I'm not sure what it is, but it is bound to be, hopefully, a very exciting one. So yeah, we're back. And, well, you read the title, so you know exactly what we're going to be doing. So, if you like the video, leave a like. Maybe even consider subscribing if you really like the video. Ooh, that'd be very nice if you did. And, well, yeah, so go on, grab some food and a beverage, maybe not one that's that fancy, sit back, and enjoy the show. Where is her quarters? I think her quarters are just over here, if memory serves. Nope. Thagrin. Oh, where's her quarters? In here? Oh, yep, there we go. That Anora's room. Ooh, I'll actually take. I didn't loot this one yet. Hey, you there, maid.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Oh, I bet she will be. Anyways, we're gonna just drop a quick save down here in case I screw this up. There's a bit of unique dialogue here. So.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Spoiler alert, I believe that's a bit of a false thing. No, with enough charm, I could do that. Now, yeah, let's see. Oh, I forget. I think I would need more than just your support. Is that the line that would do it? What happens to Logain? You think you're a better candidate? Best of both worlds. I do number one.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. This is in addition to Highever being properly restored to you. That should go without saying, I trust. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
What if you had a strong king beside you?
Tempting. You are of Cousland blood, it's true. Despite the fact that you are also a Grey Warden, it would be unprecedented, but a man like you could make a fine prince and consort. Is this what you are actually proposing? My hand for your support?
I was thinking more of Alistair. No. Yeah, this is actually the line that you could go with for if you are of human origin and you're also playing a male character. Obviously, you cannot do it as you can't do it as a female character. At least I don't think you can. I've never actually seen that. Most people, when they play a female character, tend to say Alistair. They tend to romance Alistair and then marry him to be queen. Which, honestly, I think that would also be a very strong duo. Like, again, you already have somebody who is, in the royal line, it wouldn't be quite at the same level as Honora, but it would be. I think in that scenario, it would definitely be a bit better. Like, it might seem like, yes, you're doing it for power play, but you are also of royal blood, so you could make that work, and you would also be seen as, part leader to you. It would essentially be you and Alistair who work together to restore Ferelden. So I'm pretty sure it would get around that. So I actually think in that case that would be the best choice for Ferelden, to be honest. Two people who have already committed to saving the land, and they went out to each of these individual places and helped them out with their problems, and effectively saved them. But actually, I think yeah, I would actually have to say that if you were playing a female human in origin noble, I think that would, in a logical sense, be the best outcome for the land. Obviously, the second would be. Actually, I think the second would be a male noble human origin and Honora, and then the third would be Alistair and Honora, obviously. But yeah, I actually think that if you wanted the best for Ferelden, it would probably be like for all of Ferelden as a whole. You'd be friends, pretty good on good terms with the Dalish, be on amazing terms with, or really good terms with, the people of the dwarves of Orzammar, and that could open up a world of possibilities, especially if you put Balin on the throne, who wants to open up Orzammar for for everybody to come and go as they please. And you've also held the circle, so you'd be also seen as an ally to them, as well as as a savior for the Templars too. And you also helped our Laban, so you're pretty popular amongst his people, and it's likely that since he carries a lot of weight, a lot of sway, a lot of weight in the land, it would. Yeah, the more that I think about it, I think the bet if you wanted to have the best for all of Ferelden, you would do Alistair and yourself as a female human noble. I don't think you could do a dwarven noble, even though I've never seen that. I've never seen that before. I don't know. Could you do that? I don't think you can marry Nora as a dwarven noble. Well, actually, no, you can't. You do well. If you side with Balin, you are restored your house of honor. Like Balin in in that storyline would hit a story either brother or sister. I think he'd go, "I'm impressed, brother or slash sister. You've restored me. Hey, you've put me on the rightful throne. You've put in my place on the throne. Although you cannot be heir to it, or no, maybe not heir to it. Although you would never be able to run for it. I'd restore your honor as part of House Idukin. You are now one of us once again when you're ready to come back." Or something along those lines. I don't know. I forget the exact conversation. I don't think you could play that off here. So, and again, if we were to take that all, because that's not the path. I'm not going this path. I'm not going to marry Nora. Again, I still think fourth would be Alistair, and alone, and fifth would be Nora. So we are going to reload this. I'm not going to pick this path, but very well, marry me, and you'll have my support.
Very well. It is too good an opportunity to pass up. Once I am coronated, I will take your hand as my consort. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything else?
I No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Alright. Well, anyways, we're reloading that. Again, that is what you can do, and you can continue to follow that path line until you do marry Honora. Again, there's plenty of videos that showcase that off. That's not what our character would want from this. All he wants is, well, honestly, at this point, just to end the blight. And he's willing to do it no matter the cost. Obviously, if he survives, having High Ever restored, at least to his family line, would be he would love that. Maybe not to him, because again, he doesn't know. He knows that Fergus wasn't home when it was attacked, but he doesn't know if he's alive, so he would rule High Ever, but obviously if his brother was there, he would prefer that his brother would rule High Ever. Anyways, let us reload. We're not going down that tree, and just going to lie to her and say, yep, you have my support, not to worry.
Hello again. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler.
Are you proposing an alliance?
I would welcome that. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see?
What happens to Loghain if you are queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
Now here, I really wish there was a line to say why. Like, he does have to answer for his crimes against, well, A, slander against the Grey Wardens, and B, did abandon the battle at Oscar. And while that, yes, it is a noble move, and it was ultimately the correct move, he did abandon the battlefield. He did abandon the battle, as well as took all of his men out. So you could make a case for desertion at that point. You could say, like, somebody could come in and say, well, yeah, he deserted it. He deserted the battle there, and that is a serious crime, and one that, while there is intention behind doing it, it would still hold up in that, yes, it is true, he did desert. At the end of the day, he quit the field. He left it. So I wouldn't say one. I would say I think our character would bite our tongue and go, if there is a way, I wouldn't oppose it. I wouldn't oppose it, but I cannot say the same for Alistair.
I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
All right, we've already heard her case, so we will go, yep, I agree, you'll have my support in the Landsmeet.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the time...
Yep.
I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Let's ask a question.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable that siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless?
That's not what I meant.
But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
I met Kaelin at Oscar. Was foolish, I'll give him that, but he did seem like a good man at heart.
He was, and far happier in the field than in the throne room. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Now see, Kaelin's dead at the moment, so I don't think he can really vouch for himself. I mean, there are some things I believe to be true in what she's saying, but I can't bring myself to fully believing because, well, I don't have the full story behind it for Kaelin.
Obviously, we could hear more if we heard more and more stories about him from other people. Then, yeah, we could probably come to a reasonable conclusion. But from I do take what Nora's saying with a grain of salt. She could be saying some other thing. Well, I guess in this one we would say I don't know, but I am sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Well, again, you were married to the guy. Why did Logain leave Kaelin to die? Any idea?
Caleb was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Caleb would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Caleb dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream he wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
And again, to be fair, you didn't have that many troops at Ostagar. Like, you had a massive army amassed there, and you did ultimately... I'm sure we did read it that Caitlin did have the foresight to call forth the Elysians, even though that they did enslave us, they did try to do all these bad things to us, but at that time they didn't have a choice. They couldn't go. Everybody else had shut. Everyone else in Ferelden was already gathered. Those who were willing to be there. So the only and everyone else, the elves, the dwarves, I guess technically Arl Eamon since he wasn't there, and I guess really the Templars as well in that regard. Now they wouldn't throw any of their lot in. The Circle did, and I don't know if they had any Templars in the army, but everybody else was away. So he had no choice, and I think Kaelin did partially know that he couldn't defeat, like, while yes, it does work to his fantasy, I think he did know that he couldn't, they would eventually lose. What I think did, and ultimately what cost him his life, was that particular battle that they lost at. I don't think they were expecting to lose at that point. So yeah, I don't think Kaelin is this completely, slightly empty-headed guy. He obviously was a little bit, but I do think trying to, trying to maybe extend an olive branch out, and it would do good for Ferelden if they were allowed to have some trade routes with Orlais. But yeah, it may have been too soon. The idealism for that was there, and I think in the long term, if the groundwork was laid down, it may have worked in the long run. And we did also, I believe, get to see the note that was sent to that was either Kaelin was about to send it out, or the Empress had sent it to her, because even the Orlesians would understand that. Yeah, this would understand that if the Blight consumed Ferelden, they would be next. They're next to them. So their lands would be in danger too. So uniting forces to try and defeat the Darkspawn would be the best course of action. And since, again, nobody else was willing to help him out, none of the other races that inhabited Ferelden, going to Orlais was the only other option. I'm sure Kaelin probably tried. I'm sure he did try to get the other races to help out, to try and do something, assist in defending Ferelden, but in the end they wouldn't go for it. So yeah, anyway, I've said my piece on that. We should really tell the people what happened to Kaelin.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Logain is a hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the lands meet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
I find that interesting because we did go back to Ostagar. We do have paperwork. We could present that paperwork. We also have Merrick's weapons, which were given to Caitlin. So, while I don't think it would convince everybody, it is proof that it is proof. There is some proof behind that. Plus, we also have Wayne. We have 3 different people who were at the Battle of Ostagar. Well, I guess technically, and a dog. And I'm sure there are some other survivors from Ostagar that had managed to flee into the rest of Ferelden. I'm sure they could vouch. If we were to band together every survivor, they could vouch, and it may be enough to at least sway some of the opinion of the bands. But I don't know. Didn't think that too far. But in a logical point, we do have some proof. We do, and there isn't that far of a line to draw. Anyways, another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you... I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Actually, that sounds kind of nice. Why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Why would he have ever trusted Arl Howell?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
I'm sure we could. That's actually a good, interesting question. Did he plan overthrowing Caitlin before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Caitlin was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Caitlin was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
I would agree. I don't think he'd be capable of that. I think, if anything, he would want Nora to publicly rule, and Caitlin maybe to be more of a field leader instead of one on a throne. Perhaps in some ways so that Loghain can maybe teach him. Like, there is evidence to believe that he did care about Caitlin, but unfortunately at Ostagar, it was just too much. Like, it was too much. He did let his own pride get in the way when it came with the Orlesians. And, well, the rest is history. Any more questions?
Whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after Landsmeet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I think you'd be able to make an educated guess, but okay, I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
I don't plan on siding with her. I am making that 100% clear. I don't plan on siding with her. Hello.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time. We need to do all that we...
Again, I still plan on putting Alistair on the throne. Still plan on it, and I'm going to do it. Alright, let us leave this place. Gather the usual party. I think we're going to take Zevran with us into the Alienage. Might be a good idea to have some experience.
Yes.
Shale and Wayne.
Yes.
Accept. I'm actually a little scared to talk to Liliana again, in case she brings up anything else. Anyways, it's time to go into the Alienage, and we'll be able to finish a bunch of quests there. Actually, we're going to sell to you.
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar.
What do you got?
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance.
Right, that's great. So go ahead, we'll keep that for now. Oh, it's worth nothing. Sell the crossbolts. I don't use crossbows, I use a bow and arrow. Helmet. I'm surprised we're still using the helmet of Honleith. I would have gotten rid of that by now. That's a guile. I think that's a standalone. You can take that. Commander's plate. You can take... Oh, I'm keeping that. Ring, iron ring. Sword belt. That. And you got nothing
Dwarven
else.
crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
If you're going in the Alienage, watch yourself. There's nothing but thieves and brigands in there.
Alright, well, let's go in. Finally take care of a bunch of quests at last. But burning a hole in my pocket. No. Staying here. My god, what a rundown part of town. I guess that's what you get for an elf. Sucks. Hello.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Alright, well, that's that one dealt with. Can I go in there at all? No. There's a secret exit for a quest. Hello there.
What do you need?
I have a letter from you from the Blackstone. Oh, like this again. Nice.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
I'm sure they are.
Ah, an alienage. They're the same everywhere, aren't they?
What do you want?
Yep, apparently.
Money? You think you can buy us?
Hello.
Someone's coming. Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
Okay. Hey, you.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Hope this will get you off the streets.
Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't. Thank you, sir.
You're quite welcome. Official notice.
As you wish.
Bearing arms is strictly prohibited.
On it.
Elves who have swords will die upon them. Let's hope they don't see Zevran. But go. I can't go inside that house. Hello, dog. Oh, what's all this then?
What a gorgeous tree. I wonder how old it is.
Probably very old.
The wedding teach you people anything? Nobody is coming here to help us.
Hello.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
Can I help at all, by chance?
What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
Does magic pizza the 10? Let's go slow it. I want to know what's happening here. I can help. I'm here to help. That's what Grey Wardens do, after all.
These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
What's, Haran?
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
Oh, I'd understand that. I think I'll take a look inside the hospice.
They won't just let you in.
I wasn't going to ask. Well, you see, perhaps there's another way inside. Have you ever considered that maybe people who go inside might have left through a different way?
Well, there is another entrance in the alley. There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
Plan on helping everyone here that I can. Alright, I could go into that building. Oh, I could go into a store. Can I talk to any of these people? Nope. I don't think I can. Official notice. Nope. Right! Actually, if you do play the Elven, the Alienage elf origin, you are actually the reason why nobody can bear arms inside.
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can probably serve you.
I was only looking for information.
Sorry, you'll have to look somewhere else. Excuse me.
No, we're not
As
done
I said,
here.
the shop is closed. You'll have to go somewhere else.
Fine, I'll leave you then.
Good day.
Excuse me.
I couldn't help hearing about your predicament. Forgive me if I'm prying.
Yes, you are.
But what does it feel like being possessed by a spirit?
Why does this interest you so?
I simply wish to get to know those that I travel with. Is that wrong of me?
No, of course it isn't. Well, let me see. It is hard to describe. It is comforting. I feel safe. Loved.
Comforted. Loved, yes.
It is like being held close. Cradled. The bond is so complete that I am unable to extricate myself. Nor do I wish to. Wait. Why do you have that look on your face?
I am simply imagining it. Continue, please.
And there is a constant warmth that spreads outwards from the very center of my being, infusing my body with...
Oh...
Andraste's grace, what are you thinking about now? No, I don't want to know. I feel dirty. Do not speak to me.
Oh, this is why I love having Zevran on our journey. Anyways, what do you think about this so far?
Harrison is dead, I assume. He must be, or you would not have returned. Then it is true. I am free of the crows.
yeah, we
They will
haven't done
assume
this
that I
yet.
am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
That's a good thing, right? Or actually, we'll go. So, what does this mean?
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I suppose it would be possible for me to leave now if I wished. I could go far away, somewhere where the crows would never find me. I think, however, that I could also stay here. I made an oath to help you, after all, and saving the world seems a worthy task to see through to the end, yes?
I would be glad if you stayed here.
Then stay I shall. I am with you until the end. Provided you do not tire of me first. Or I die. Or you die. But there you go. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
I agree. Hey, major dexterity. Nice.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question for you. You and Liliana are quite close, are you not? I am curious as to the nature of your relationship.
Uh-oh. Not this again. Are you jealous?
Jealous? Not I, no. But one does not need to be jealous to be leery of rushing headlong into complicated situations. Our flirtation has been fun, but if what you and Liliana have is real, perhaps it would be best if we desisted. Complication avoided. Everyone is happy.
Would be that easy, would it?
Oh, I don't know that easy is the right word. Perhaps necessary would be better. I make no claims upon you, nor would I dream of such. You are free to pursue your fancies as you desire, and I would have it no other way. I suspect Liliana, however, would not feel the same way. If there is to be something between you and I, to string her along would only hurt her deeply. You must know this is so.
Why do I keep talking to my companions? I've said it before, we're only friends here. I think that's the first one's okay.
And what would you have me do then? I am many things. A murderer, a thief, a lover. But I am no cheat. If whatever is between us cannot be honest, let it not be at all.
I'm sorry. Oh, jeez.
No need to apologize. This is how things must be. At any rate, the air is now clear and we are free to continue on. Come, we've much to do.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Oh, why do I keep talking to my companions every time? I always talk to the ones that I'm just trying to be friends here, okay? That's all I want to be. Just friends. Why can't all fight? This honestly hurts a lot.
What say you?
Would you like to answer a question?
By all means.
Never mind then. Okay, look, I'm very sorry. I will try to find a way to improve your mood a bit. Alienage tree. Let's go ahead and look at that. And then we have a mystic site. I've activated all of them. Excellent. Now, oh yeah, I still have yet to turn that in. We'll go turn that in later. I think I've done most of these. I gotta find that person. Ah, okay, I think I know where inside the city that is. And of course we have this. We've already finished. Delivered that, yep. Deaths. We still have to let somebody know that somebody died. Already been to Redcliffe. Did the one at Lake Callahan. Yeah, we just have to find... Oh yeah, another Andraste's Grace. What do you got here?
As you wish.
I'm just gonna let myself in. Not to worry, we are using this Dalish gloves reinforced. Mushroom. You know, I still don't think I found a pair of Antivan boots. That should probably help out a little bit. Elf, sick elf.
Oh, it's good
Hello?
to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord, can you spare some coin?
Are you really a veteran?
I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli. Will you help us?
Fine, here, have some silver.
Thank you, sir.
You are too good to us.
Only because I actually do genuinely feel bad.
Bless you, sir.
Apparently there's a house I can go into here. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Hello? Oh, Soros.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I? I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Hasn't the alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn. I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it.
Oh yeah, we've already heard
My
that.
cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her.
Does this magical
Just look for the
treatment
angry-
work?
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test.
Trantary allowed foreign magic here? That seems a little off.
I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise.
I should go.
Of course. Good day then.
Day to you. I hope you are feeling better, by the way. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but something doesn't seem right here. You think there'd be Templars here. Sick elf. Oh dear. Yeah, we're just going to...
There he is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
I mean, I could buy a little bit of it. Like, maybe the first and second one, but this one I go, do you think I'm a fool?
So sorry, friend. Honestly, most everyone here has a sad tale. You've been good to me and Oli. They just heard of your good deeds is all.
Fine, have some silver. But this is the last time.
Oh, huzzah! Huzzah for the hero of the Denerim!
All of us are eating tonight.
No more. And only because I actually do have a ton of cash and can afford it. Deranged beggar, hello. Already been in that place. There's a sick elf we could talk to there. Sir Otto, hello.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
What's a Templar doing here?
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the Alienage.
Have you found anything yet?
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the Alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
Now that's interesting. He brings up Maleficari, and the fact that he's not guarding the mages. Perhaps 2 and 2 may be put together. What do you mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
I'm glad to help. I'm actually... we possibly are investigating the same thing.
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
Any idea where I should start my search?
None. I thank you for humoring me on this. If I am wrong, I will rightly feel the fool. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
Something's not right here. And don't really want to talk to Shiani. Maybe we talk to the... Oops. Maybe we talk to the... Actually, let's drop a quick save here. We'll save over this one. Not saving over that. You there.
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors.
Aren't you afraid of getting the plague?
If we did not know how to prevent the plague, we would not be here now.
What school of magic does this spell belong to? Our circle knows of none which fully prevents plagues.
You will have to excuse us, but we are not authorized to share the secrets of our circle with outsiders. For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now.
Something's not right about this. Something's clearly wrong here. Something's not right here. We will have to go find out what. Maybe stab everybody that we see. Sick elf. I'm no doubt there's a bunch of sick people. Hey there. Why do you have a yellow name?
There's nobody to play with me. Mama never came back from ever. What's taking her so long?
Ah. That might be a little complicated to tell.
Mama never came back from ever. Mama said she'd bring me a present from ever. I wonder what it'll be.
Alright, we've exhausted it. You.
Not going anywhere, so don't waste your breath.
Alright, Sir Otto. I believe these mages are suspicious. Shall go behind here. Elf guard. Hospice, but we can get into the apartments there. Excuse me.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague?
Keeping your people from their families doesn't seem to bother you?
Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a living.
How much do they pay you?
Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want?
Me do my magical force wave. Would you let me in? You will let me in the house for 6 sovereigns.
6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Good. I don't have to kill another innocent. Well, actually, innocent. Alright, let's go ahead and do a bit of back alley crime solving. Interesting. Advisor guard. Hey Wayne, why don't you hit this guy up with the old petrify and shatter combo? And we'll go, of course, go ahead in. Shale, you need to get battle ready. And shoot.
Is that all you've got?
Excellent.
Off with your head, good sir. Interesting how there's nobody in this house.
That should be easy enough.
Supervisor. Ooh, Imperial Edge. Actually, wouldn't be a half bad of a sword if Merrick's blade wasn't better against the Darkspawn, which is what we're going to need. Oh, don't mind if I do. 8 males and 6 females for the next shipment. Found a key wrapped in some note that seems to indicate a shipment of elves. The key is cheap and it looks like it belongs to an apartment in the slums. Perhaps Shiani would know more. We're not going to leave through the front door, though.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here!
Well, that I believe. Alright, well, I'm sure what's worse... I'm pretty sure this whole plague is a hoax anyways, because, well... I just read a note saying to have a bunch of effectively slaves ready for a shipment, so I don't believe there's a plague going on.
Thank you, friend.
Where's Valdrian?
They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly.
Get out of here.
You don't have to say that twice.
We just let a bunch of them out. Alrighty.
This should be easy enough.
We'll go talk to Shion. Ooh, another saw sword. A tip into shield. Let's go out the back door. Hopefully that elf isn't going to try and kill me. Well, there's a chance that the mages do. Saw Shioni run off. Alrighty, let's see here. So, no, I want to toss it just right here. Everyone's going after that. Shale, you go give this guy the old 1-2. Hey, Wayne. Huh? Another guy just over there, apparently. Why is an elven woman trying to get involved in this? Shale? Wayne? Give this guy the old 1-2. This deranged beggar's going to attack us, then go after her, please. Alright, and now for I want to use an acid flask on these Tiviter soldiers. Oh, and now use Stone Fist. Dispel immunity. Oh, crud. Do me a favor and break him a little bit. I'm okay? Yep, we're okay. Engage momentum. 5, 6. Oh great, now a normal elf is getting involved in this. Oh, Wayne, actually do that, please.
As you wish.
Hey, can you do that, please? That is an obvious sign of Maleficarum.
Right.
Very obvious sign of Maleficarum. Guard veteran. Oh, you again.
As you wish.
Continue. Shoot with a spear. Thing? What are you doing here?
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Already checked those out. Oh.
The house has eyes. But Grandma calls. You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Who's your grandmother?
I never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
What do the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
Anything I can do to help?
No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Not to worry. I'm more than capable of handling myself. Well then, I do say this was indeed enjoyable to just kill a bunch of Tevinter. Oh, another saw sword. I have a question. Where did the other mage go? Hello.
What happened? Some of the elves ran out, but I didn't recognize any of them. Where are all the others?
I found this note.
Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where?
I think Y might be... Have you seen them bring anything out of the hospice?
No. People go in, but they don't come out. They aren't shipping anything out of there that we've seen. They could be moving through the back alleys. There are all sorts of buildings back there. They could be using one as some sort of warehouse, staging area.
There's a key with a note.
There are apartments off the alleys. I would go to the back of the hospice and maybe follow the alley from there. If you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Don't worry. Not giving up on this. We can talk to Sir Otto here. I think there's anything else for us to investigate.
What have you found?
Pools of blood that smelled like rotten eggs.
There's been no fighting in the alienage recently. Which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
There's a rabid dog in the alleyway.
I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Let's go. I am with you, Sir Otto. But yes, we should probably get somebody to clean this up, and maybe bring a broom to this place. Maybe a wash bucket.
The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Well, that's ominous. My god, what has happened to this place? I guess we gained a temporary fourth companion. I don't like that.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a fallen, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem, Sir Willem. But I'm dying, Sir Willem, in pain.
That's not at all creepy.
Let's get started.
I wonder if she was talking about the same Sir Willem that held Shale.
As you wish. On it.
Ooh, Avid Warden. Okay, Maine, keep this man alive. I'm gonna go over there and give him some assistance. Alright, Wayne cast a group heal.
Nice sweet. Is it just me or do you actually think you have it?
Oops, the battle's not over just yet.
Next time.
Alright, let's upset some balance. Dogs must have torn the hinges right off. Wooden crate here.
Right.
Another enemy.
This should be easy enough. It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me.
I can't die. I will never die.
Hello?
I can't die. I will never die.
You making out on this, Sir Otto?
1, 2, merrick swim through. 3, 4, the kingdom's at war. 8, 9, and now you die.
What about 5, 6, and 7 there? I'd like to hear the rest of this song. And what of 10?
Enemies approaching. As you wish.
Allow that. 9. Upset.
Here we go.
Why did you... Oh geez. Wayne? We talked about this. Keep Sir Otto alive.
You can do better.
Oh, and you also forgot to put on your, keeping you alive is gonna be a chore, isn't it? Alright, Wayne. Cast healing on the good Sir Otto, as well as give him a regen.
Immediately.
I'd prefer to keep him alive. Alright, corpse. It's a healing poultice. What's over here? Sense of wrongness. I could just hear it through the walls.
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Oh, I believe he can. Dang it, he resisted. It's a trap. Ooh, geez, Sir Otto. Hey, Shale, why don't you get over there and give him a nice helping hand? Wayne, please cast a regen on Sir Otto. I'd prefer it if he lived.
Come, you can do better than that. Show me what you got.
Alright, there goes that one. Momentum.
We won! At one time I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go!
Agreed. Please don't get yourself killed, though. Hold on a second. Take a time to look through here. We might find something useful and valuable. Yep, okay, that was a open a prayer. Oh my.
Huh? Who are they?
Please, leave the children. Take me, but just...
No,
Now imagine this game with a little bit more, you know, adding a couple new voice actors for some of the characters here. You know, adding a little more variety, as well as toss in some new graphics, and honestly this game would be great for now. And now. Shale, just punch him, and Wayne, get back here. Okay. Change of plan. Everybody, back away from the door. Back away from the door. Let them through a little bit. And now we will go after them. Sir Otto alive, we must. I don't know if there is such thing as a mark of essential in this. Still wrongness here. So much wrong.
Trust it. I don't want to go yet. Please. It's so cold now. So cold.
Alright, that. Ah, yes, down you go.
This should be easy enough.
Take the quartz. Stuff, how are you holding up?
May the Maker shelter his children as we journey into darkness.
Thing in this room? That.
On it.
An orphanage doing with armor in it. Seem to be in a spot of an ambush here, lads. Hey, Shale, do me a favor. Go after this guy. I think I got this one.
And welcome back. You have made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed, maybe share this video to anybody who you think will enjoy my content, and also don't forget to check out some of my other stuff. I'm not only doing this game, but I also have done a ton of other games. Well, a ton, I think I can well, I'm not sure how many games I've done at this point, but anyways, here's a small little bit of collection of games that I've done. And if you look on screen, it should take you to either another video or a playlist. Maybe you'll enjoy that. Perhaps you might not. I don't know. We will find out. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next one, take it easy.